Hi, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com. I'm pleased to be sharing my tutorial with you today, and we're going to make this gorgeous little gift box with a ribbon pull lid which pulls off like that, and inside I've got 8 gorgeous smelling tea lights, 2 layers, and I have got my finger stuck and on the edge here I've stamped the little lacy detail using the free celebration stamp set called Delicate Details, and we're going to get on and make that now. So to start with, to make our box, you'll need a piece of basic black cardstock measuring 8 by 8 by 8 inches, which you will score at 1 1/8 inches and 2 3/8 inches on all 4 sides. I've already done that and made the base of my box up and put my candles in. This is a reinforced box. The lid is also reinforced, so we're just going to make the lid today to save time. Both of the lid and the base are made up in exactly the same way. We've got a piece of Whisper White for the lid, which measures 6 1/16 by 6 1/16. And a piece of Pop of Pink Speciality DSP measuring 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and I need to cut a piece in a moment for the underside of my lid, probably cut it out of that, measuring 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. But we'll start off by scoring our piece of Whisper White. And we're going to score this at 5/8 of an inch and 1 3/8 on all 4 sides. That's all our scoring done. So before we burnish, I'm going to stamp our little lacy detail on here. So on the block, I've prepped up 2 of the little stamps from the set, which is this one here and this one here. And today I'm going to stamp that off in Melon Mumbo ink. So I'm going to get my foam pad, because that's the best advice for using these photopolymer stamp sets, and I'm going to put my box on here so that holds it down nice and steady while I do my stamping. So put the Melon Mumbo ink onto our block and hope that I don't get my head in the way. Position it to stamp on this second row up, about there. Press that down and up. Nice. Turn it round. And you don't need to worry about these little corners here, because we're going to fold those into the box so that that mess will get hidden. I do think this is a beautiful little stamp set. Very pretty for cards and boxes. That wasn't very straight, but when you stamp it, you'll get it straight. Upside down won't do, will it? I've got a bit of colour on my block. I don't want that. Let's get that off before that transfers itself. Last one. That looks good to me. So we're finished with our ink. Leave that to dry for a second. Should be dry very quickly. And then we're going to fold and burnish our box as we would for any other normal box. Right, so the same applies for the base of the box. We're getting rid of these 3 squares. So cut up to the second score line and cut those 2 off the ends and just notch in at the sides. Take a little wedge off that piece there. Take that off there and cut a little wedge in here, both sides, and a little wedge here, and we do that on all 4 sides. So I don't know what the weather's like with you today, but it's very cold here. But this afternoon the sun is shining a bit, but still a very cold day, especially if you need to go outside. It's a lot of frost in the garden. That's all the bits cut out. Now we need to get some tape across our outer edges. So that's our tape all on. And then using our 1/8 of an inch punch, we're going to punch a hole in the middle here for our ribbon pull. But first off, I'm going to stick my DSP on. Nice, I do like black and pink together. I think it looks nice. Then I've already prepped up my flowers. I've cut these out using the pansy punch and the petite petals punch. I've put a piece of the 1/8 of an inch silver ribbon through and tied a knot so that the flower doesn't come off. Then we're going to make a hole in here. And I'm just going to protect that with a piece of card. So fold that up. I'm putting a piece of card there thin piece probably. Let me just cut a piece. That just protects this outside edge from being marked, because I'd marked the other one slightly when I was getting this through. So about the middle, it won't be spot on the middle, but as close to the middle as you can get it, and press down like that. And now we're going to push our ribbon through. Like that. Lay that off to one side, because you need to glue down these pieces of ribbon so that they don't pull out. Like that. Same the other side. And then I forgot to cut my piece of black to go underneath, so let's just get the board in to do that. And the piece for the underside of the lid measures 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. So let's just cut a piece of that. And that gets stuck down on there. So a bit of liquid glue on there. Like that. I'm just going to cut that ribbon because that's sticking out. That's good and stuck. We'll sort our flower out in a minute. We want a bit of liquid glue on our 4 tabs in the corners. And I'm just going to go in with my bone folder and make sure that those are good and stuck. That's not stuck, is it? There we are. And now we're going to take off the backing from these edges, and that just gives you a nice finish on the inside of your box, and also reinforces it to make a nice sturdy lid. That's it. So nicely stuck down. Get rid of the bits. And for our flower, start with the bottom one here and just pull the petals downwards like that. And the same on the top one of the flowers, because I've cut two. Excuse me, I seem to have catarrh today. Put our little flower up in the middle to just give it a bit more three-dimensional look. Just pull that up. And then I'm just going to get a glue dot so that that's offset. So I'm sticking a glue dot down into the middle and then making sure that those petals come in between the others, and that will just hold that in place. And another one on the other side. Pull our flower up. I think that looks very pretty. Get the base of our box and stick our lid on. Perfect fit. And so you can see the difference. On this one I used a different detailing on the edge, and on that one too. So pretty, I think. Pretty way to decorate your box lids. And I hope you liked that today. So if you're watching in YouTube, you can click on the down arrow description bar if you are watching on YouTube, and if you click on that description bar, that will take you to the project details or my online shop. That will take you over to artypapercrafters.com, where you will find lots more ideas and inspiration. So bye for now. Back in a couple of days. Please don't forget to click on the playlist at the end for other videos of mine that you may like. So until a couple of days' time, it's bye for now. Bye.